Welcome to the show. Now, please strap in for the truth and remember the words of the great Tom Cruise.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Now, welcome to Off Topic on Porn.
All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever this may find you, O-Toppers. We are back for another episode. I am Rob Luber, one of two, and I'm here as always with my good buddy, Russell. Russell, how's it going today?
Going really well, Rob. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I cannot believe we are already at Thanksgiving week. We want to wish all of our O-Toppers a very happy Thanksgiving. We hope you are
Yes.
you will have a great Thanksgiving with you and all of your loved ones. I can't believe it, Russell. We are already at Thanksgiving. Where has the year gone?
Well, I agree with you. It has just flown by. And I can tell you, I'm at the point now in my life where I can testify that it just gets faster every year.
Well, it does. And it's been interesting. Like after daylight savings time, now this is for all of you conspiracy theorists out there, it has felt so much later, so much earlier. Like my
Yeah.
wife and I have been talking so many times, and she's like, "What time is it?" And it'll be like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, and it's felt like 9 o'clock. So she was talking about it. She saw this on, I don't know wherever she saw it, but there's this conspiracy theory that they've actually done more. They've changed the clocks more somehow. I don't know how when we all only set them back an hour, but they've done something with the space-time continuum. So it's actually
Hate it when that happens.
so it goes back to the whole multiverse theory, which I know how much you
Yeah.
love. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. I love the theory behind it, but I think it's a lot of hooey. So,
all right. So no, but I'll tell you, it has been weird though this time. It has just felt the days have just felt longer while going so much quicker. You know,
that's because you're getting older.
well, you know what?
I'm telling you, that's what it is.
You're not wrong, but you know what's interesting is even my sons who are teenagers are saying the days are just like, where has this year gone? And I don't remember ever saying that as a teenager. I always remember
Yeah.
time
That's
dragging.
because they're getting older.
That's it. That's what it is.
And you don't remember it because you're getting older.
That's right. We're just old.
That's
So
the answer to everything.
that's the answer to everything. You're getting older. You're just old. Come on.
Right.
So anyway, so this episode, we just want to talk about things we're thankful for, Thanksgiving traditions, and really, if you're listening to this, tell us in the comments section what you're thankful for. If you have any fun Thanksgiving traditions, or if you don't want to put it in the comments, or you're listening on Apple or one of the other venues that may not allow comments, just you can email us at otopnow@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Hit that like, subscribe, read, write a review, depending on where you are. We love that. It helps the algorithm. But Russell, so what are some of the things you look forward to really at Thanksgiving?
Really, well, I like to actually be thankful for the good things that the Lord has brought into my life and brought my way for the year, and for all of the things that go even beyond that, like just life itself, and for the salvation that is provided and things like that. I like to be thankful for, the part of the reason for the eating of the food that we do is it's symbolic of the fact that the Lord has given us provision throughout
Yeah.
the year and beyond.
Yeah.
And so I'm thankful for that meal as well as all of the other ones. There are many people in the world who don't enjoy the ability to eat just whenever they want to, and so
Right.
I try to remember them also. I give I give some attention to the people that are less fortunate because of that
Yeah.
around the world.
Absolutely.
Not just people who maybe are in areas where there's starvation, certainly that, but also where there's persecution and other forms of human degradation and
Right.
human rights violations and those kinds of things.
Sure. Well, and I think you're right. It's certainly a time to step back to make sure that we are thankful because we do have so much to be thankful for.
Yes.
There's certainly a lot. I think anybody would say there's things that needs to be fixed in our
Mhm.
country, but we
Right.
certainly have a lot to be thankful for where
Yes.
we live and what we enjoy, the freedoms that we do still enjoy at this point,
Yeah.
and things like that. So, um,
Not the case with everybody around the world
no,
necessarily.
it's
And
really not.
also I have to remind both of us that not everyone around the world celebrates Thanksgiving. So
You're right. You're right.
it's a uniquely American
It is a uniquely
celebration.
American thing, but it is a good thing, and I think it is a great thing that we stop and just say, "Hey, you know what? We are thankful," and because
Yes.
we have so much to be thankful for. So I think
Yes.
it's a great holiday. I think it. Now I will say this: it's starting to get skipped over in the sense of in the stores. You know, it's you go right from you go
Yeah, big time.
you go right from really in August. They start. Now I'm not a big fan of Halloween, but they start kind of the Halloween thing. But even in the midst of that, they're going right to Christmas.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I was seeing
Yeah,
Christmas
you'll
stuff
see both
so
out
early.
there.
Yeah, I mean
Both
yeah.
decoration types out there. Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan. Now, I was one of my sons asked me this the other day. They said, when do you think Christmas carols should be allowed to be played?" And I have to make a break here, and I have to say there you have to break down Christmas carols for me. There are the what I call the almost praise and worship Christmas carols that are, joy to the world, away in a manger, the ones that
Yeah.
are specifically about Jesus, okay? So
Hmm.
those don't count in what I'm about to say. Those can be played for me anytime, you know what I'm saying? Because those are almost hymns, you know what I'm saying? Um
Some of them are. Yeah.
yeah. So the ones that are about Jesus do not are not reflected in what I'm about to say. The ones about what I'm
Mhm.
about to say, Jingle Bells, Santa Baby, One Horse Open Sleigh, all those. Okay, so for those, I told the son who asked me, they said, "When do you think Christmas carols should be allowed to start?" I told him, the last 5 minutes of Christmas Day, you can have the 5 minutes of Christmas. You get 5 minutes of Christmas carols, and that's it. Because I am not a Christmas carol person. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And so, that now again, for those of you out there who are, bless you, and I don't begrudge that. We get them, but it's just so long. For so long, we've had Christmas carols going for so long that I just not a Christmas carol person. You know, you've basically oversaturated it, in my opinion. And now I
You
got
mean you mean during those weeks leading up to Christmas,
yes, I'm just so
Day
tired,
and all?
so
Yeah.
tired of
But
Christmas carols.
the rest of the year you don't hear them.
Right, but
So
yeah,
like 50, we'll say 49 of the 52 weeks out of the year, you don't hear them.
I know. Well, no, but they've started playing them like Russell. I was in a store the other day. It was 2 weeks to Thanksgiving, and I heard Christmas carols.
No, well, I
That's what
guess
I'm.
it depends on where you are
It
too.
does, yeah. So I was just like, this is too much for me. So, but luckily, a lot of times when I'm driving around, I don't even listen to radio stations because I'm listening to podcasts. Like this one.
Yeah.
Um, shameless
Yeah,
plug,
that was right.
but
And everybody else should be too.
that's right. So I don't have to worry about it anymore now that we have,
Yeah.
you can hook your phone to your car and you can listen to what you want. So I don't have to worry about
Yeah.
it as much anymore. But back to Thanksgiving. So what are some of your favorite Thanksgiving foods that will be on your table?
Well, of course, Thanksgiving turkey.
Okay,
You know me, I'm a bird man when it comes
I
to
gotcha.
I love chicken, so do
Yep.
you.
Oh, love chicken.
I love
Love chicken.
turkey, so do you.
Yes.
And what other birds do we eat, Rob? Are there any others?
Well, no, no.
Um,
Well, duck is okay. I like
well,
because
yeah,
I hunted
duck and
duck when I
quail and
when I
stuff like
yeah.
that, sure. But fried chicken is like
Oh,
it, and
fried
then
chicken is it, man.
the deviation once a year
Yes.
is turkey, and I
Turkey.
love it.
Yep.
And I love it, you know, baked. I love it broiled. I love it fried. You ever had fried turkey, Rob?
No, you know what? That is one thing that I have
Uh,
yet to experience is fried
it's
turkey.
kind of dangerous to
That's what,
cook
yeah.
that way, but man, it is really
What I've
good.
heard. I've heard it's amazing. So
It really
I
truly
have
is.
yet to
And
have that.
I make a really mean pumpkin pie.
Oh,
So in fact, and I was taught to make it by my mom.
okay.
So it's really good. In fact, it's so good that I don't like most of the stuff at the restaurants.
Okay.
There are a few exceptions, but I don't like that. But I do like the pumpkin pie. I like pecan pie. That
Okay.
was a tradition. My grandmother used to always make homemade pecan pie, and it was just second to none.
Gotcha.
Um, And then I like the cranberry sauce and the delicious mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes are the
And
bomb. I'm telling you right now.
yeah, what I don't like, and I always have to apostatize myself somehow.
Right.
I don't like the stuffing
What? No stuffing?
unless it does not have onions in it.
Okay. All right. No
And
onion
you
stuffing.
know,
All right.
I just say if it doesn't have the foreign substances in it, then it tastes good. But most of the time it does, so I just don't usually eat it. Oh, and I love the giblet gravy.
Okay. See, I'm not a giblet guy. I got to
Some
be
people
honest.
say giblet, but I think
Well,
it's giblet.
whatever,
It's
however you
giblet
pronounce
because
it.
I said so.
That's
What's
right.
that?
I said, for those of you who are giblet or giblet, I'm not a
Yeah.
giblet internal
I don't
organ
like
eating person.
giblet gravy. I like giblet gravy.
There you go.
So I like that. So the biscuits and gravy on the mashed potatoes, and we always have corn. I think
Yeah,
we'll
corn
probably
is
have that again.
pretty standard.
You know,
Who doesn't like corn
the
though,
family
right?
gets, all the relatives get together. So
Yeah,
usually,
yeah.
and so yeah, it's well, we'll see because I hope they do because that's how I usually get in on all the extra food and everything. Otherwise, I got to do it myself. But
Right?
um, yeah, that's it. I think that pretty much covers what I think I'm going to have this coming Thursday.
Well, see, and for me, it's going to be interesting because see, um, we had to start. It was a while ago. I think it was about, that was a while ago. We had to start because my wife is allergic to uh, bird, really, in a sense. Like she's allergic to chicken and turkey and all that stuff. Um, so we had to start, and I not sad about it. We started having brisket for Thanksgiving. So, and
Hmm.
you know, Russell, being from where you're from, that's not, that's a sixth food group. So, but we
Yeah.
have that, and she makes a really really good brisket. It's so good. And then one of the other things, and that I like to make all things sourdough. So this year, um, I will be making sourdough croissants from scratch. So
No, that'll be good.
yeah,
That'll
so
be
we'll be
really
doing that. And
good.
there's some other things that we're making that are going to be really really nice. That'll be good. That are just going to be some kind of treats to go along with it. I think I'm going to make one of the things that is it's just going to kind of be there for because we're having all sorts of family, and so just for snacking purposes and eating purposes,
Yeah.
I'm going to make chocolate covered cherry sourdough bread.
Mm,
And then there'll be a garlic cheddar sourdough.
nice.
Yeah, and then for my niece, I'm gonna make. She loves all things. She loves anything banana, so I'm gonna make some sourdough banana waffles for her. So there's gonna be
Nice.
so
Very
many different
nice.
things. So yeah, it's gonna be a really nice. There's gonna be a lot of different stuff, but it's gonna be really nice. Uh, fun, homemade, and that's one of the things I do like about our family Thanksgivings. There's just
Hmm.
our family is just full of really, really, really good cooks. So it's always like the struggle is that you've got to take a little bit of everything because if you don't, you're going to miss something, and you don't want to miss. Now, I'm not a big fan of cranberry stuff or anything like that, but Jessica, my wife, makes this thing called cranberry fluff, and it's actually if I it's really not bad. I'm not a big cranberry person, but that's one thing. And so my sister-in-law is a really good cook, and she makes stuff that's really outstanding. My mother-in-law is an amazing cook, and she makes stuff like that. And she has her special dishes, and so everybody just kind of takes different stuff, and we do it. And so it's going to be really really good. And so it's really funny. Somebody at the church, some really good friends of ours, they just got married and this year, and so they were asking, and she's really good friends with Jessica, and she was asking what time Thanksgiving was, and we were having it, and got herself an invite. Really, is what she did to Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And so she's been telling everybody at church that she's coming to our house for Thanksgiving. Um, and so it's been funny that's I didn't know that was something you bragged about, but we're happy to have them, and it's going to be really fun. And and that's I think one of the things for me too is just you know everybody doesn't have this, but just because there with families there's tensions, and there's it can be
Right.
hard and everything else. But I'm very thankful. You know, we talk about being thankful that we're going to be able to sit down and have a nice family Thanksgiving, and it's not going to be filled with tension or awkwardness or anything like that. It's going to be just nice, and everybody's going to
Yeah.
enjoy being there, and it's going to be fun. So
Yeah. Yeah. Amen to that.
yeah,
So I do have a question for you.
sure.
So you can't have turkey because your wife she's allergic to it. Is that
Yeah,
what you said?
she's allergic to turkey and like chicken and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. So have you tried tofurkey?
Yeah. No, my dad keeps asking. He's like, Jessica, he asks, Jessica, do you want some tofurkey? And she's like, no, she is not a
Have you
fan.
have you at least tried it?
I think she
I
has.
mean,
I haven't. No, we do. We do still.
I have not, and you could not pay me to.
No.
I did. There was an episode. There was a sitcom years ago called Everybody Loves Raymond. You remember that?
Love that show.
And there was a Thanksgiving episode where they
They had
were
tofurkey.
trying to eat better, and so they didn't
Yes.
have regular turkey. They had tofurkey.
Yes, I
I'll
remember
never
that.
forget Raymond. He watched. He I think was the first to try it. Wasn't impressed.
Was not
And
impressed.
then
No.
and then somebody else tried it.
Yeah.
He says, kind of starts off with an aftertaste, doesn't it?
It's so funny. Ray Barone is hilarious. But no, what's
Yeah.
interesting is we still do have turkey. Jessica just can't eat it, but we wanted a meat. We wanted something she could enjoy, and she does enjoy brisket. So what's interesting though is her brisket there, and it's usually a big brisket that we get. There's
Yeah.
usually very, very little of that left over and a lot of turkey left over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's brisket.
Well, yeah, right? Come on.
Yeah. You're not going to have brisket left over.
No, not if it's especially not when it's done right. And Jessica is such
Well,
a
but
good
I mean, it's
cook.
hard to do brisket wrong.
It really
You have
is.
to
I mean,
really, really
you
mess it
gotta
up
really mess it up. But
to
Jessica
make
does a
it,
really
especially
good
if you
job.
have men around,
That's true. And my
which
wife
you
does a
do. So,
phenomenal, yes, is a phenomenal cook, and she has this rub that she makes that then I go ahead and put on it, and then we just slow cook it. We wake up early and we just
yeah.
slow cook it, low and slow. And man, by the time it's
Does,
done, buddy,
does your wife watch the podcast?
probably not.
Okay, so you don't have to schmooze her so much here.
No, but I'm not schmoozing. I'm just telling her the truth. I'm just telling you the
Well,
truth. She's
okay.
really good at that. So if I was
I'm just
schmoozing, I'd
teasing
go
with you,
overboard. But
Ron.
yeah, but no, it's good. But it's interesting. And then the day after is always we get busy because of all the the celebrating we do because of
Yeah.
Jessica and my niece and stuff like that. But it's I tell you what, it is just so y- there's so much stuff going on. We're gonna be so busy, but it's just fun because it's family and everybody's here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it'll be a lot of fun. But do you
All right.
get a lot of family that comes down or comes to you?
No, I mean, it's different every year.
Okay, so now here's the question.
I have. So you know how convoluted my
I do.
my
Yeah.
upbringing was.
Yep.
So my mom and dad had me, and then were divorced.
Right.
And so I tell them, see, I've been breaking up families from the beginning. No, I really do not do that. But anyway, my parents were divorced, and
Yeah.
they both remarried, and so I have a sister.
Mhm.
By my mom got remarried, and I have a sister, a half sister, I guess I should say, by that union, and then my dad remarried, and I have 5 half siblings by that union. So I've got a bunch of brothers and sisters running around. So sometimes I get invited to their Thanksgiving celebration, and then sometimes they'll get invited over, etc. So
Okay.
that's and sometimes I've enjoyed with friends,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Just make the
things like
rounds.
that.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a round robin.
So it just depends year to year. It
Yeah.
depends year to year.
So yeah. So usually it's interesting because it's funny because the people we told you were invited to ours, they've got like 4 Thanksgivings they got to go to. So I'm like, how in the world?
Well,
Like,
that's just I would, if it were me, and I'm just speaking for myself, I wouldn't do that. I would say, okay, this year I'm going with you. Now this year I'm going with you, etc.
yeah. So they're just
It's
really nice people though. They're just like
uh
they're such nice people. They don't want to hurt anybody's
well,
feelings.
so am I.
Oh, yes, I know. But see, you and I are different. We'll hurt people's feelings. Listen to me. We're nice people, but we don't have a problem saying that's not
Well,
going to
see,
happen.
that's right. Yeah, that's like
So,
We're nice to a point.
We're nice about.
We're reasonable nice.
There's a point where we just go, look, I love you, but no. So
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
I don't need 4 visits worth of turkey up to my eyeballs.
That's right. That's right. So, well, we hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. Want to give you a couple
Yes.
updates. We will be having Caroline from Nigeria back on the show
Yeah.
in a couple weeks, probably, to give us
Yes.
live updates on the ground. There's some great things going on in our country where we're starting to have some movement on the Nigeria issue. There's been some really interesting, horrible things. I shouldn't say interesting, some real terrible things in the news that, where 300, I think it was 300 people were kidnapped from a Catholic school. She's going to give us updates live, not live, she'll be on the show, but telling us what's going on from being on the ground in Nigeria. So it's going to
She'll
be
be
really
live
great.
with us when
She'll be
we're
live with
doing
us
the
when we
pod-
do it, but
when we record the
but she'll be
podcast,
giving
yeah.
us the kind of an insider's look because she's there and it's happening and it's affecting her and her family and things like that. So we'll be doing that. So make sure you tune in for that, and we'll be giving you more information as that becomes available when that episode is going to drop. And we're
Mhm.
very excited about that. And keep sharing, keep liking, keep inviting people to the OTOP family.
Mhm.
And make sure you comment. Like I said, like, subscribe, and comment. That always helps the algorithm. Um, and I guess, you know what else, Russell? It's always good to pay some bills. So,
Yes.
Mountain Mowers is one of our sponsors, and we love Mountain Mowers. So, um, if you are in the Tri-County area, they are your local experts for keeping your yard looking its best. Whether it's mowing, trimming, or full lawn care, Mountain Mowers has you covered with reliable service and personal touch. They know every yard is different, and they treat yours like their own. If you're ready for a lawn that stands out without all the hassle, call Mountain Mowers LLC today at 276-730-8230. Mountain Mowers. They cut grass, not corners, and we love Mountain Mowers. So at this point, I think that is all we have for you for this Thanksgiving week episode. We hope you have a fantastic and a happy, healthy, safe Thanksgiving from the
Yes.
Off Topic On Point team. And remember, you don't have to be on topic. You can be off topic, but you must always be on point. So, with that, we will bid you adieu, and we will see you next time on Off Topic On Point. Happy Thanksgiving.
And we're getting ready to go into my favorite time of year, right after Thanksgiving.
That's right. We'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Thank you for listening today to Off Topic On Point. We want to remind you of our email address if you'd like to contact us. It's otopnow@gmail.com. That's otopnow@gmail.com. And as always, we want to leave you with this. It's okay to be off topic. Just make sure you're always on point. All right. We'll catch you on the next episode. Bye-bye.